Today we're going to be looking at the Home Decorators collection of vinyl plank flooring offered through Home Depot, and it's a product made by Mohawk. We're going to briefly talk about the similarities and the differences of installing this product versus other LVP products. Some of the similarities for installation between this product and other vinyl plank flooring products are that you want to start with a nice, clean, and level floor. The industry standard is typically 3/16 of an inch and 10 feet, so you want to make sure that you're checking that and that you're starting with a nice level floor, making sure it's clean. Second thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you maintain the manufacturer's recommended expansion space. So the distance between where your product ends and any walls or cabinets, stair railings, etc. You don't want this product installed tight anywhere, so make sure you're maintaining your expansion space. And then thirdly, always stagger your end joints. You never want your end joints like this here closer than 6 inches together. Also, when you're planning your rows, make sure that you're planning your rows to where you do not end up with a piece that is 1 or 2 inches away from the wall. You wouldn't want the wall right here with an end joint right next to that wall. So keep that in mind as well. One nice advantage to installing this product over other vinyl plank products is, unlike most vinyl plank products where you can only install it going in one direction, where you would start here and work this way or start here and work that way, this product can actually be installed moving in both directions. So you can start out by putting a row down the center of your floor or center of your room. One person can take this side, simply lock it in, snap it in place. This person can come in this way, lock it in, snap it in place. Now you can have one person installing one way while the other person's installing the other way. And depending on your layout, that could dramatically increase the amount of production for that day. With this product, you do not want to use a tapping block. A tapping block is simply not required for this product. First thing we're going to go over is our side joints. We'll talk about the end joints in the next step. But what you want to do is you want to take a scrap piece of material, like I've done here. I've cut it off, so this is a waste piece where it doesn't have either the female or male tongues on the ends. I've cut it in half, and now this piece is the tapping block, if you will, for this side. This is the tapping block for this side. So if I do find myself in a situation where I've got two planks together where one side is lifting a little bit, indicating that it does need to be tapped over to move it into place tighter so that the two planks can lock together, I am going to need to tap it. No tapping blocks. What you want to do is use these scraps, take it right there, take your mallet, you can hit it that way. This one for this side locks right in place and taps for that way. So you don't need tapping blocks. A lot of guys I've seen will try to find a tapping block that'll work with that product. You can actually use a scrap from this product as your tapping blocks. And as we discussed before, if you're working in both directions in the room, you want to cut a few of these pieces, put them on this side, a few of these pieces on this side, and you've got your tapping blocks to complete your installation. Now we're going to talk about how the end joints go together with this product. There's a lot of products out there where you have to drop this in place and use a tapping block to tap this piece over to tighten this up. This product actually has a drop lock system. So you would take your piece, line this edge up here, get it in place, come over here and butt this side, and then simply just drop it down into place. Now what you don't want to do, you don't want to hammer this. Some guys like to use a hammer. You simply want to take a nice roller and put even pressure on it, roll it, and it's perfectly smooth. The problem with using a hammer is if you hit it here, you can pop it out here, hit it here, pop it out, on either end. So make sure you're using a nice heavy metal roller and just simply roll those end joints down. A quick recap of the advantages of this product. Number one, this product can be installed moving in both directions. So again, based on your layout, it could increase the amount of production that you're able to do in a day. The second thing is there's no need for a traditional or a universal tapping block, which could damage the product. Simply take a piece of the scrap that's left off the job and make your own. Use those. And lastly, make sure that you are not tapping planks over to tighten end joints or using a hammer to tap them down. You simply want a nice little handheld heavy roller roll the end joints out, get a nice smooth transition between planks.